It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Zach Cunningham, his second sack of the night. Back now in Houston. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. Comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes.
The National Football League has traveled south of the border as we are in Mexico City, Mexico on EA Sports. Today we've got another installment of the International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Houston Texans and our home team. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 39, Wilson, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack there by J.J. Watt. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. They're trying to put him on the ground.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And a first carry now for Hyde. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 6.
Keep playing hard.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right there. 54 Mike.
They run high. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Texans, the 5th team in 2 years for Carlos Hyde, and picked up from the Chiefs on the final day of August this year following the season-ending injury to Lamar Miller. He's formed a nice little tandem with Duke Johnson, Carlos Hyde has. Hyde handling the rushing duties and the goal line work, and Johnson more of the pass catcher out of the backfield. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guy.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 68 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Watson on 3rd down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Watson on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over them into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now Rashad Penny, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Wilson dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They run it with Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down now, it's Carson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ezekiel Ansah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, open man is QT, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. On 1st down, Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive line.
And the pressure gets to him again. Zach Cunningham, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Third and 2, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return will stop right around the 25. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Set 19. Check 56. You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. A give the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now it's Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. A first down carry now for Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try the air now with Watson, escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back now in Mexico City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. He's going to rifle one deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brad McDougald. Room here to run. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done. Still a great return and very good field position. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough? Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position. And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ziggy Ansah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Watson. They'll roll him out right. Completes this to Waring. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. They'll run on first down. Johnson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. On first down, it's Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Touch 50, touch 50.
They'll run it again with Penny. Still on his feet. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny. 55 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but look at
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's Watson. It's Waring, the tight end with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Texans on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Watson throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds.